mid-set adaptations, adjusting to anything that Egbert was starting to do, and very good stuff. Right now, we're going to go to what is a very hard matchup for Roy. We're going to see Bayonetta versus Roy right now, Chavo versus SA. Chavo on the winner side of Grand Finals. What do you think SA needs to do to handle Chavo and get the double reset?
See, I would imagine he would have to take a 180 from the previous set with Egbert, and he would just have to take a deep breath, play passively, because that's just the general thing that we think players should be able to do against Chavo. But
Chavo noticing that air dodge, and Egbert managing to make it back, just was able to fall on the top of that. This is actually very, it's funny that we say that too, because we're talking about probably the two most aggressive players in the venue.
Yes.
So I wonder if SA will be able to do that, like maybe a passive-aggressive style. He's going to eat a hard punish right here. No, good fade back on that up B, avoid getting hit. And right now getting carried to the top. Not going to kill just yet, but Chavo sniping out his recovery yet, his laning option yet again.
It doesn't read an air dodge there. It doesn't get anything off of it. However, this string here, not going to end in a death.
Unfortunately for SA, I think he was trying to punish the end of all those special move end lags and got the sour spot of the up tilt instead. That's what makes this matchup relatively frightening still, because if Chavo can't manage to steal out the stocks early enough, Bayonetta is relatively light, and Roy has great kill potential, but gets the down tilt into up air and dancing on him a little bit, messing with SA over there. But still not completely out of it at all. Nice reverse up B. Immediately reading that air dodge and just getting back out. Good stuff.
No taunt back, surprisingly.
and I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but both of these guys are just yelling, "Let's go!" over and over. Oh, he got the air dodge, and he's gonna get the fares, and that's gonna be it. Okay, all right. So the last time that these two played, if anybody's wondering, SA won game 1, right? And he immediately said to Duel, clip that, because he got a really cool conversion on him. I think it was like fair to falling one hit near to F smash. And everybody kind of popped off a little bit. He was like, clip that! He's held that over him ever since. It's like, so every time Chavo gets a kill like that, even though everybody hates it, he's like, clip that. That's me. We see enough Bayonetta around here. I room with them, so I don't really hate Bayo things. I may dislike them, but I accept them for what they are because they're a part of the game.
Yeah.
And we have to learn to deal with it, unfortunately. But see, I sound like I'm fighting myself right now. But SA had a very good approach to that first game. And unfortunately, getting gimped off the side pretty early. But I definitely think that he can manage to get this reset if he plans to play the same way he played that first stop.
Yeah, definitely. And that mentality we were talking about last set is going to have to come into play as well. The idea of battling Chavo for 2 full sets, and it's just an uphill battle for him.
Yeah, it's mentally draining to have to get the reset on a Bayonetta, but if he can manage to play the way he's playing right now, he's getting a lot of damage and getting solid conversions. Now all he needs is one hard read away from sealing this out, sealing the first stock out. Yeah.
Easier said than done versus a player like Chavo, of course, but we've seen some crazy stuff from SA already today.
Yeah, SA, very explosive of a player. If he was a little bit further to the side, that fair might have killed. But I like his attempt there because you can't clip the top part of the up B with the counter. You just have to time it right. Otherwise, you'll get that trade like you saw there. And rolling in, avoiding Chavo's option of the F tilt there. I don't think that's what he meant to go for, but getting a good hard punish on that is SA smart stuff, keeping composed and not going for like an up smash or something like that.
Yeah,
Wait for the fastest option possible to seal that stock out.
Yeah, definitely good.
And right now, SA, once again, he's very good lead right here. And every time he's gotten a grab or a jab or anything like that, he's got a solid like 20+% damage off of it.
Yeah, honestly, just kind of running away with the second stock here. The damage percent, or the damage output from both players has changed drastically since that first stock was taken off.
Yeah, this is looking very good for SA so far this first game 1. Chavo noticing that he was getting a little aggressive, calling out with the up B, but that's not something you see too often. A Roy going that deep off stage to go for the... That was so smart. Did you see that? He went for a reverse up B on his option because he has a stock lead. He was willing to get that. So that up B was a very good call again on the second time, noticing Chavo was just going to go right back in and getting that up B to seal that out. And a couple people off stream popping off.
SA, when he's up a stock and his opponent is at Roy kill percentage, which is much lower than normal kill percentage, he's been pulling off some crazy stuff today. And it's really dangerous. You know, I'd be a little afraid to be down a stock versus him.
Yeah, that second game was beautiful on SA Spark. Like he got a couple combos that went from like 0 to like 60, and he didn't let Chavo ever get like in on him. He did except for like right now. This is actually a very bad spot. Oh my God,
The footstool.
it's Chavo. Chavo was still out there with like. He might have been able to upbeat a ledge afterwards, but SA mashing out that jump, and he actually turns that whole situation on into his advantage. And the platform coming through and pulling him away. Let's see if SA can manage to seal this out.
On the other hand, Chavo back to his old tricks with these combos.
That was a good tech on SA's part on that
Yes.
that downer, because he would have died. Like he was definitely far enough to the side to get killed by that heavy hitbox. But Chavo noticing the jump in on stage, he's going to get that back air. And Chavo not eating too much damage for his shovels in that after that first stock drop.
Yeah, let's see if SA can keep himself composed here. He does have a percentage lead. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, right now, I mean, for the most part, Chavo has had most of the control throughout a lot of the conversions that D2 have run into, a lot of the center stage meetings. But because of that first stock, SA was able to get a good lead. But Chavo not really letting that get to him because he's a very composed player. And this is going to be a hard punish right here. Almost pulling him to the ledge. And if he got any closer, I might have sealed it out. But luckily for SA, still getting a second lease on life. And Chavo almost getting the frame trap with that. But nice falling up air to get the pressure off him right now.
A good mindset to throw that out instead of go for something like an air dodge.
And the Smashville platform just carrying SA all the way over, just jabbing as much as possible. I'm surprised he didn't. So in case you guys are wondering what has been going on, there's one player off of stream who's been who SA's boy. He's been like every time something's happened that they've been. Chavo loves bantering with anybody else off screen. Like we said before, he knows what Bayonetta is.
Yep.
He never lets anybody tell him, "Oh, it's broken," and go, "Oh." He's like, "Yeah, I know. Same. He's busted. Yeah." He knows what he's playing. He's accepted it.
Yep.
But right now, going into game 4, and SA on his tournament game life right now. Let's see if he can manage to keep this going and get the next 2 games and get the reset, or if Chavo's going to seal this out and we're going to go into Guilty Gear.
So what kind of adjustments do you want to see from SA right now?
Honestly, I think that, well, other than almost dying there, I think if SA could play the way he played game 2, instead of playing passive, he was actually playing super aggro and like relatively winning. I think he was just noticing where Chavo was being a little too aggro, but he still manages to save his jump there, not going to get killed. That's a very bad spot. A nice Smashville platform coming through in the clutch and allowing him to uppy early.
Definitely a smart option there to recover. Chavo had that ledge on lockdown.
And Chavo's been just mauling all over SA so far this match. Right, reading that roll off to the side and getting that back air. And right now, Chavo is 1 stock away from winning. But and I think now this is the time where SA needs to get passive, because Chavo has just been doing whatever he wants. He's been in his face repeatedly.
Chavo definitely feeling himself right now. It's up to SA right now to stop this momentum, get himself back on track, and it looks like he's doing just that.
Yeah, he has to stop the bleeding as much as possible. Like it's hard when you got a person who's playing as confident as they are, like right now. Okay, managing just avoid dying off the top there, but I agree. If he plays a little bit more passive, he might be able to throw off Chavo's timing, mess up his momentum he has right now. Going for some hard read up smash. He's trying to read where he was going to go with the afterburner kick.
Opting to just fall there, get out of the situation.
Yeah, right now. But both these players kind of dancing with each other here with their defensive options here. A couple spot dodges, a couple up tilts, and that might be it. SA got ripped off the stage, and I don't think he has a jump. No, he does have a jump. Okay, SA just managed to make it back, get that back here, and he's going to seal that out. Game not over yet. All SA needs is like 1 to 2 combos, and he's right back in this.
And we've seen him do just that in a matter of seconds against Egbert and against Chavo. He is great at getting these quick conversions, lots of damage really quick. So we'll see if we can get one read to lead to all that.
And right now, Chavo getting him with this. All right, so managing the SDI out of the side, but still getting hit by that falling back air. Nice, deciding to recover high. Noticing that Chavo was going to try and go snipe it out. Especially with such a low percentage, he probably wouldn't have died to a stage spike. So he's like, you know what, it's fine. And this might be it. And the up air is going to seal it out. And Chavo is going to win Ascendance 46. Yeah, good stuff. Good attempt on SA. I like the way that he played that the sets for the most part. The last 2 games were a little bit They were bad. No, good stuff. Game 2, he looked very solid. Game 3, after that early kill he had with that footstool, started to play a little well, but Chavo just not letting him breathe, abusing Bayonetta's great movement options, her great moves, and staying in his face repeatedly, not really giving him any opportunity to get any momentum. So, good stuff.
Definitely a reason that this man is first seed here at our Ascendance is.
Yeah, he's a very solid player, PR player, and good stuff to him. Good stuff to SA, especially with the fact that he ran through a gauntlet of relatively hard matchups. He managed to get that, avoid Zoo getting the 3-0 run back. Looked very, very solid against Egbert. Like, and for the most part, he was running that set.
Got 3-0'd by Egbert in winner's bracket, didn't he?
Yes, he... Well, I don't know if it was 3-0, but Egbert beat him.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
3-0.
So SA was able to make that adjustment and run that back against Egbert in Losers Finals.
So
very
kudos
solid
to him, definitely.
Yep, we will have an interview with SA momentarily to talk about him. I'm sorry, not SA, Chavo. I was sitting here talking. Let's have an interview.